The radical left, my friend, the radical left is freaking out. They're coming. Front page of the New Yorker happened to have one sent to me at the wrong address. Front page, Christy Noam, Trump builds his police state. They're freaking out. Go in for the kill. Trump smells blood. Go in for the kill. Let's do this. This isn't a joke. We're not playing around here. Because, my dear friends, the indictment of James Comey has them freaked out. And the reason that this is more than just some legal proceeding, it's symbolic, it's seismic. It's a signal that the walls are closing in on the swamp creatures who've spent decades insulating themselves from accountability. It's over now. Comey wasn't just an Eddie bureaucrat. He was the face of the FBI, the man who stood at the crossroads of power and weaponized that power against the sitting president, Donald Trump. Now he's been caught lying to Congress and obstructing justice. You got that? And playing politics. And he can't believe it. Today I was listening to the great Alex Jones. He had a compilation of what he said about General Flynn and others. He admitted it. He admits what he says. And then he goes before people and forgets what he says. He was hoisted by his own petard. This guy's playing politics under the guise of law enforcement, and we're done with it. We are through with it. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Sal Angelo, and to you he may be Sal. To me, he's a patriot. A patriot. Sal says Coney and Bolton equal the deep state. Oh, Comey. Oh, that's my Coney Barrett. No, oh no. Well, part of it, Big Sal. Part of it, my friend. Oh, part of it. Oh, it's going to get real good. It's going to get real good. You see, Sal and others, for years, Comey walked around like he owned the place, like the untouchable sheriff of D.C. You can't touch me. We don't need no stinking badges. I'm Jimmy Comey. Comey. Now you got me going to Coney. Comey. Okay? Now he's the canary in the coal mine, my friend. The first to fall. The harbinger. The Vatican prescient overview. The coming attractions. When Trump said he would drain the swamp, I was the first one I'm saying, oh, come on, it's an expression. It took longer than people thought, but it's just the beginning. This is exactly what he meant. Are you happy? You better be. Now, this isn't revenge. No. This is justice. You see, the left and their media allies are desperate to frame this as Trump somehow, I don't know, settling old scores. They couldn't be more wrong. This isn't about revenge. It's about justice. You hear me? It's about accountability. It's about restoring faith in institutions that have been hijacked by these bastards, these career deep state bureaucrats who've turned it against us. Nobody talked about nobody talks about a police state when that son of a bitch Biden was walking around shitting in his pants, talking to himself, and that bobble-headed nudnik, that logo-lalic fool, they put her up. They thought they could do anything. Get a Soros judge in there. They didn't care. They don't care. They don't care about you. They're invincible. Basically, you and the horse you rode in on. They don't care about you, about nothing. And now they're freaking out, and it just started. This isn't revenge. Revenge would be personal. Justice is universal. This is the way it goes. Look at our good friend, our big friend, Big Sal, gifted 5 Lionel Nation memberships. Sally, you're a mensch, my friend. You're a mensch. I was listening today to Alex Jones. Alex is on fire. And by the way, what he's doing is he's planning something, and I'm not sure exactly what it is, where he is either bringing an action against various institutions who set him up for that Sandy Hook nonsense or whatever it was. But he is doing something. He was in California, in D.C., and he said something is happening. Something is happening. Something very, very soon. And that's why, my friends, I told you it's time for Prepare with Lionel He's not the only one saying this. I've been saying this. There's something that's going on, something big. I don't know what it is. But there's going to be a civil war. And this civil war is not going to be Antietam or Shoal Creek or Shiloh or It's going to be even more serious. Did you see where Grand Central shut down in darkness? They're playing airports, drones, darkness, blackouts, weird weather. They're planning something big because they do great when there's calamity. False flags, strikes, supply chain collapses, domestic terrorism, lockdowns, freakouts, blackouts, BLM, EMP, Antifa, riots, insurrections, sedition. Shall I go on? Want me to go on? It's not some theoretical nightmare. It's today's reality. And the systems that we trusted to remain in order, to maintain order, are crumbling by design on time. 1 week without food, and you'll learn fast. 1 week, you'll see. Cash, cards, Bitcoin, gold, diamonds, that ain't going to feed your family. You can't eat Bitcoin. Survival is in theory. It's primal, primordial, primeval, instinctual, evolutionary, atavistic. What's your favorite word? How about hardwired? Food, water, energy, ammo. That's it. That's the name of the game. And that's why My Patriot supplies 3 months of food kit. Why that matters. You should have one for each member of your family. Get it, buy it, forget it. Over 2,000 calories a day, 22 meal varieties that you can't believe, a shelf life of up to 25 years. There, when you need it. Not, let's see, what do we have here? Day one. My God. It lasts up to 25 years. And right now, you get 4 weeks free, a $247 bonus. The world has changed. You know it. Hunger is the oldest weapon of control. So don't wait for disaster to prove it. Preparation isn't paranoia. It's survival. God damn it. Click the link in the description. Preparewithlionel.com. It's coming. Secure your food. Think I'm crazy? Think I'm some paranoid? Some tinfoil hatter? Yeah, you'll see. Protect your family now while you can. Secure your future now while there's time. No one will force you. This isn't mandatory. Reality will. Preparewithlionel.com. I talk to these stupid bastards all the time, and they don't know. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't understand it. They think this is a joke. They think that Kamala Harris, it's not about Kamala Harris. The people behind her are who scared the hell out of me. These people are serious. This is, but we're winning, and they are freaking out. God, I love it. I'm coming around with old J. Trump there. J. Trump? How about D. Trump? Okay. He was saying a lot of stuff. Drain the swamp, lock her up. Wait a minute. Which brings me to this. Because, my friends, this is something very, very serious here. This is very, very serious. You see, what's important, you got to understand. For years, like I said, Comey, these people walk around untouchable. George Lenz joins us. George says, the Podesta plan has been bandied about. Oh, yes, we've been talking about that one. I mentioned that the other day. That has been written out. Sal Angelo says, Lionel, don't forget to mention that these food supplies are not just for catastrophes. They also make for excellent alternatives to meal prep or subscriptions to food catalogs. Indeed. Indeed. We had some samples. They're gone. Took care of that. Oh, my friend, you have no idea how I'm looking around here. Oh, God. I'm looking around. I have never seen more veils, masks, hijabs, abayas, kufis, what the hell? Listen, I'm not saying this is a free country. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying, when did this happen? See, this would be great. I wouldn't care unless a friend of mine who lives in Minneapolis says, you know what this is like? Prayer calls to prayer at 3 a.m. What the hell's going on here? Everything is changing. Everything. And this Comey, this big hyperglandular lurch, this bastard walking around D.C., thought he was the sheriff. But he is. He's the canary in the coal mine. He's the first to fall. He's the harbinger of what's coming next. And when Donald Trump said, I'm going to drain the swamp, this is exactly what he meant. Took a long time, but okay. And don't give me this business about revenge. If anybody has the right for revenge, it's him. But the left and right, that's all they have to say. They're saying this is revenge. They're not saying it's wrong. Don't you love that? They're not saying it's wrong. I don't know about you, but when somebody says, hey, this is revenge, what that means is it's correct. But the motivation behind it is another story. See, these people just don't get it. This isn't revenge. It's justice, accountability, and the attempt to restore faith in institutions, like I'm telling you, that have been hijacked by these bastards, these career insiders forever. Revenge is personal. Justice is universal. And if lying under oath, manipulating intelligence, and obstructing a congressional investigation, if those are not prosecuted simply because the perpetrator wears a government badge, we're doomed. Then America is no longer a republic of laws. We're doomed. We're royally. Trump understands this. By going after Comey, he's not just proving that nobody is above the law. Oh, no. He's reestablishing the principle that those who enforce the law must themselves be bound by it. You got that? We're going to hold you accountable. So who's next, do you think? Who's next? You know who's next? The Clinton machine. Oh, yeah. See, if justice is blind, then Bill and Hillary Clinton cannot remain untouched. Their decades-long record of scandals, trafficking, all this, what they did in Haiti, and oh my God, the AIDS drugs, the Clinton Health Initiative, the Clinton Health Initiative, the Clinton Foundation, all of these NGOs. Remember that? The scandals that they've done. Everything about them, they're crooks. Whitewater, Travelgate, Clinton Foundation, pay-to-play schemes, Uranium One, Benghazi. When she would be charged, when she's running for office, while she was Secretary of State, people paid her for speeches. And don't forget, of course, the private server scandal. Remember when Hannity kept saying bleach bit every 2 seconds? Bleach bit, like a parrot. But he's right. Hillary smashed phones with hammers, bleached her emails. Jesus Christ, what do you need? She's a crook. She's a regular, a plain old, so help me God, just a crook. She's not even good at it. Imagine anybody else committing that string of offenses and walking free. Try it. Yet the Clintons always managed to slither out with the help of their allies in the DOJ and the FBI and the media. And now with Trump back in power and Comey under indictment, the firewall that protected them is cracking. You see, if Comey can't be indicted for lying under oath, think about this. If he did I say can't be? If he can be, what am I saying? I'm tired. If he can be indicted for lying under oath, Comey, the head of the FBI, tell me why Hillary Clinton can't be indicted for lying about her server or Bill for his role in covering up past abuses. This guy is, and now let me tell you something, he's going to be pulling the Sicilian flu like you can't believe. Sal Angelo says, do you think Fauci will be prosecuted for lying under oath regarding the lab leak? I hope so. He has to be. But we need Bobby Kennedy, and I don't know what's going on. Sparky says, don't forget Haiti. Oh, I mentioned it. Oh, Haiti, absolutely. Listen to my work. Listen to my work with my past. Oh, my God. You know, my friends, can you smell that? I'm smelling it. justice, victory. Listen to what we did for years with Charles Ortel. Listen to what he said. He's the expert on this one. These guys, I mean, they're hardcore gangsters. You see, the Clinton Foundation alone is it's a Pandora's box of indictments, potential indictments, billions in donations with foreign governments and oligarchs who flowed through it while Hillary was Secretary of State. That's not philanthropy. That's bribery. And it's so cold-blooded, they don't even care. It's dressed up as charity. The American people know it. They know it. And people know it, and you know it. And now there's an administration willing to do something about it. I think it's fantastic. George Lenz says, help, I'm trapped in a man's body. Huh? Just kidding. As Gordon Gekko said, exit visas are imminent. You're very good, my friend. In a very strange and opaque way. Oh, my God, this is so much. Then the Obama. Oh, Obama. See, don't think for a second that Barack Obama's inner circle isn't sweating bullets. Oh, my God. Figures like Susan Rice, John Brennan, Eric Holder, all of them were instrumental in the surveillance, scandals, leaks, the weaponization of intel community, all during Trump's first term. Don't think those bastards aren't scaring. They're not shitting bricks thinking, am I next? Why not? Why not? See, let me see. Nobody, pardon my French, nobody gives a shit about Obama. They only care about Trump getting, scoring a victory. They don't care about him. They don't care at all about him. He never connected with them. He was so cold and detached in that thing. His wife, oh, come on. Don't fall there for a moment. I guarantee you, believe it or not, more people felt an affinity for Hillary Clinton, honest to God, than Obama. Even Joy Behar. Joy Behar said she was behind. She says, I like the fact that Comey was indicted because of what he did to Hillary. Whatever that. See, Brennan in particular, this is CIA director. This guy was knee deep in the hoopla, my friend, as remember that Marconi sang La Bamba. Listen to the radio. Anyway, we built this city on rock and roll. This guy was knee deep in pushing the Russian hoax, big time. This was a hoax that was built on lies and leaks and foreign disinformation. And Susan Rice infamously unmasked Trump officials and intel reports, blurring the line, whatever the line there was, between national security and political spying. Eric Holder, known as Obama's wingman, openly bragged about his loyalty to the man rather than to the Constitution. And each of them represents the culture of corruption Trump is now shining a spotlight on. And I love it. I love it like you cannot believe. Our friend Fishman says, why believe someone's going down all of a sudden? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Comey's indictment, which is the premise and the thesis of what I'm saying, sir. Critical mass is, did you drive the truck to work? Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Are you mocking my cap? Old Glory. I wear this in pride. We went to a Costco today, and I won't be the same. That's all I'm going to say. That place is another story. Now, a couple of things. Let's keep going through this. I know this is going to be tough. This is what people have to understand. This is what they have to grasp. Trump is sitting there with this torch showing the corruption, the fetid rot, the sick underbelly of this disgusting, horrible deep state cabal, this festering boil, this furuncle, this sebaceous pustule. If Comey's indictment is the first domino, do not be surprised if Brennan or Rice end up in the crosshairs. Absolutely. Hey, let's go. Because you want to indict a bunch of them so they'll all start ratting on the other ones. Hey, they ordered me to do it. You see, it's not just about politicians. Listen to me. It's not just about politicians. The Department of Justice and the FBI have long been infested with these bureaucratic bastards who believe they're the ruling class. They're in charge. They're the cool kids, not you, not you. They're in charge. Comey was the most visible. Hard to miss him. But what about Andrew McCabe, his deputy, who was found to have lied under oath multiple times? What about Peter Strzok? Remember that weird guy, that weird freak? He just lost his First Amendment case. That weird, he and his girlfriend, that sniveling little rat face. The man caught texting his FBI lover about stopping Trump's presidency at all costs, the insurance policy. These aren't public servants. These are political operatives that you paid for in suits using badges and clearances as weapons and weapons. McCabe, Strzok, Lisa Page. Remember this one? Others couldn't. These folks could very well be next. If lying to Congress and obstructing investigations are grounds for indictment, well, guess what, honey? Katie barred the door. And they should be. Then this circle of corrupt agents, they've got a lot to worry about. Shitting bricks. And then right now, my friends, we talk about this. Let's not forget the media in Silicon Valley enablers. Oh, no, we're not done with that. See, while not necessarily subject to indictment in the same way, their coordination with the FBI and DOJ to suppress stories like Hunter Biden's laptop, remember that? This is part of the same swamp culture. Listen to me. If subpoenas start flying, don't be shocked if executives from what was Twitter then, but X, Facebook, Meta, Instagram, or even news networks are dragged in for questioning under oath. See, collusion between government agencies and private corporations to censor information, this isn't just unethical. It may cross into illegality. Using private organizations, private media to squelch, to quash free speech, that's First Amendment, baby. See, Donald Trump has always had a nose for weakness and for bullshit. This guy knows it. And it might take a long time, and I stand corrected. Mr. President, come through. Keep going. And right now, the swamp is bleeding. The Comey indictment shatters the illusion of untouchability. And you know these bastards are saying, hey, Jimmy, don't worry about it. We got the judges there. Don't worry about it. This thing will never make it past a motion to dismiss. But once the first domino falls, the others no longer seem invincible and invisible, and they seem very, very precarious. And Trump knows this. You see, his base knows this. His friends know this. Everybody knows this. Even his enemies know this. The deep state is panicking because their playbook has been exposed. The Russia hoax failed. The impeachments failed. The lawfare campaigns failed. And now, for the first time, their enforcers are being put on trial. The swamp is vast, my friends, but it's not endless. You see, draining this proverbial swamp is nothing impossible. And it's not about one man or one indictment. No. It's about dismantling a culture of corruption, a culture that has metastasized across Washington for decades. And from the Clintons, those bastards, to the Obamas, from Comey to Brennan, from McCabe to Strzok to Lisa What's-Her-Face, the list of potential indictments is long and interconnected, but it's not endless. See, once a few key players are brought down, the entire structure weakens and they start talking. Oh my God. Don't look at me. Indicting Comey is like pulling the keystone from an arch. It's like pulling the thread from a sweater. It's like, oh my God, it just keeps unraveling. Everything above it starts to crumble. Everything starts to unravel. The swamp survives on intimidation. The swamp survives in the belief that insiders are safe. If you shatter that belief, then you unleash a cascade of accountability and truth and justice, the likes of which they could never even imagine. Listen, the Comey indictment is not the end of the story. You know that. It's the opening chapter, the opening shot, the first salvo. Bill and Hillary are not safe. Obama's loyalists are not safe. The FBI and DOJ operatives who thought they could play kingmaker are not safe. And for the first time in a long time, Washington insiders are realizing that justice in this particular case may actually apply to them. Imagine that. Me? Yeah, you. See, Trump promised to drain the swamp. I keep saying this. And with Jimbo's indictment, he's proving that wasn't just a slogan. It was a warning. And now that warning is reality. The American people are watching. The corrupt are trembling. And the president smells blood. You hear what I'm saying? He smells blood. Stan Lippman, ladies and gentlemen, Stan says, laughed at New York Times editorial board, acts confused. I'm not. They just trigger a couple of pages out of encyclopedia in my head. Laughs at New York Times, acts confused. I'm not. They just trigger a couple of pages out of the encyclopedia in my head. Lippman, I don't know what you're talking about, but God bless you, Lip. By the way, if you ever see Stan Lippman's name on any ballot, vote for him. Whatever it is, don't ask any questions. With a name like Stan Lippman, come on. Come on. My friend, this is just the beginning. Do you feel this? I feel this. Also, some news. There's some talk that this bullshit about Jimmy Kimmel. Couple of things. First, Sinclair's going to bring him back because they're going to be putting pressure on him because Iger's freaking out. Iger's freaking out because Eisner's coming at him. The left is coming at him. He's still got to balance that with the NFL. He doesn't know what to do. Iger is que se la mama, as we say in West Tampa. Okay, he's done. Next, ABC is going to go the way, my friends, of a streaming platform. There's just not going to be TV. They're just biding their time. They're not going to worry about the FCC. It's done. It's done. There's a lot of stuff going on, my friends. And I don't want you to lose faith. These people are going apeshit. You see Keith Olbermann lately? He's really bad. I mean, he's really, really bad. Okay? Not that it matters. By the way, I'm one of the ones, among others, that he is blocked on X. As though I'm going to... Anyway. TDS is going crazy. So, my friends, you listen. You listen carefully to what's going on. Be very happy. Be very happy for what's going on. Exalt, elevate, scream, yell, howl. Because finally we're going to see something. We're going to see these bastards brought to their knees. Do you hear what I'm saying? Brought to their knees. I've never been more excited. So let's keep this up. It's a beautiful Friday night tonight. I am off this eve. We'll be back Monday. This is on the radio show. This is Ellen and I. We're tooling about today, buying our provisions. Sparky, ladies and gentlemen, Sparky wanted to see some of Lionel's best work. Watch him as a guest on Sean Atwood's show. Lionel's got Sean's number and cracks him up at will. Lionel seemingly holds out on us. No, but he's just very, very easy. By the way, I was thinking of you, Sparko, when Netanyahu appeared before the UN, everybody left. The whole place got up, out the door. See ya. I thought of you. By the way, you're right, Aline Katz. Tish James is next. Pencil next. Oh, yeah. So, my friends, get ready for Freddie. We are going to have so much fun. This is what we have been waiting for. And I'm telling you, remember, Bill's going to pull that Sicilian flu stuff. Okay, right. Nice try, bucko. Doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. We're not buying this nonsense, this crap. All right? You got that? Okay, dear friends. Everybody groovy? It's all that matters. Had to buy a bunch of corn today. I saw a woman today, went by Stu Leonard's and picked up a little bit of corn on her way. We're in Clifton, New Jersey. And This woman standing in front of us, she looks like she's at the beach. Thongs, tattoos everywhere, big gut, got that, that purple hair. Women sometimes get that dye job. It's purple. I don't even know. It's not red. It's not blue. It's purple. She looks like she should be on the side of maybe a bowl, a fallen angel at a bowling alley. Anyway, she looked like a strumpet. She's standing there with her shorts on. Oh my God, dimpled and gnarled with these heavily calloused yellow pads. Oh, disgusting. And then over there, we have this whole family. They're all in veils. It's like, what the hell's going on here? I've got either Lululemon or Junior Samples. And over here we have, I don't know what I've got. I don't recognize my country. As a great Russell Smith said, I want my country back. I want my country back. You got that? All right, my friends. Listen, you have a great and a glorious day. By the way, follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. Great stuff. Unbelievable. She's the toast of DC. Unreal. She's going to be on with John Katzimatidis, a Katz Roundtable on WABC Sunday. She's 8 a.m. She's the new star. The new star. For me, nothing. Some schmuck doing overnights, but having the time of my life. I think Bill Medley said it best. All right, dear friends, have a great night. Thank you all. Thank you all. And to my benefactors, my beautiful friends, the great Sparky. Sparky, you love Sparky? I know you do. Sure you do. Stan Lippman, ladies and germs. Critical Mass, thank you. Fishman, George Lenz, and of course, Sal Angelo. Isn't that a great name, Sal Angelo? Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're going to do what they say can't be done. George Lenz, thank you. Not through the lens, through the prism. Sparky says, not a good look for your man, Yoo-hoo. No. Not at all, my friend. Not at all. Look at that. There's Sadie. There's Sadie. Bless her heart. Sadie, look at that. Look at Sadie smiling. Sadie's happy. Sadie's happy. Sadie, you know what? She's happy. That's all that matters. I want you to be happy. Yeah, we're going to talk about some serious stuff. I understand that. But deep down inside, we're going to realize that life is too short to take these things so hard. Also, Halloween's coming up. And my friends, I don't know about you, but it made me think about when I was a kid. I liked Halloween. I have no idea. Never liked the candy. Never cared for the candy. Never got into the whole candy thing. Don't really know what the whole candy thing was. But Mrs. L noticed something which is important. When she was a kid, there were things like, what was it? What were you saying? Things like there were pumpkins and, yeah, scarecrows. Now it's all friendly ghosts. Now it's all ghosts and cemeteries. It's bullshit. I was the devil every single year. Every year in my whole life. Had that tester, whatever that box was. You opened it up. It was a box with a little film. You looked inside. There was the mask. Right, you put that mask on, and you put you put this plastic flammable gown on. If you got near a candle, you'd go up like a torch, like that monk in Vietnam. And I put on my devil mask, and it didn't really fit because we were little, so the eyes were kind of wrong. So you basically went out into the dark with this flammable outfit on and a mask that obscured your vision. You're blindfolded, going to houses. And then one day, and I'll forget this, we're watching something, and they said St. Joseph's Hospital, which is the big local hospital. St. Joseph's Hospital has provided that if you get any apples or fruit, bring it by, and we'll x-ray it for you. Sally says, thank you, Lionel. Driving 1,600 miles straight right now. How this guy does it, I have no idea. Remember, if you've got it, a truck brought it. So my fathers are watching one time, or watching the local news. If you want to bring your fruit by to the radiology department, my father said, God damn it, which is my name. Let me tell you something. No fruit. You want fruit? I'll buy you fruit. Don't take fruit from anybody. I'm not going to take fruit to get it x-rayed. You understand that? Don't take fruit. Don't. Then there'd be these poor bastards who leave out something and say, please take one. And you show them and they're all empty. Some thief stole them. And I was always great. And then when I was too old to go out, I was in charge of handling the door. And we said, when do they start? Sometimes it'd be like, hey, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not even dark yet. Trick or treat. Hey. And I had all these rules. It's got to be dark, but here's a couple of things. You don't want them to toilet paper or egg or spray paint your house. And then this little kid would show up with a little trick or treat. I'd empty it. My heart would break. And then you'd look at people and you say, how old are you? What are you, 20? You're too old for this. And so you have this, you're the enforcer of when Halloween starts, when it gets dark. You also have this idea of who can do it if you're too old or whatever. And then it's kind of just fun. And then we go up to, there were people in the neighborhood when I grew up. I never saw them. Then there was always like one house where there was never, does anybody in there? Does anybody live there? We had a guy, old man Wagstaff down the street. Scary. Wagstaff. And he was sitting there near this old candy. Everything about his house smelled like mothballs. The whole place. Candy. I said, I'm not going to eat this now. But there he was sitting. He was sitting on this, like this chair. And you'd walk up the driveway. It's like, what is this? What the hell is this? This is weird. Weird. Oh, yeah, baby. But all the candy is out. And the light and the sky is blue. Right. I went to a church on the rainy day. Anyway, I'm doing California Dreaming. That's coming up. We also there's a house in Clifton, New Jersey that looks like they've got mannequins in the front yard. It looks like crap. I would hate to live there. It's got all these mannequins and scantily clad mannequins all lined up in this. What is this? It's bizarre. Bizarre. Weird. And I wonder what motivates people to have this stuff. I like Halloween kind of in a weird way. Because it was one of those things as a kid. I never liked the candy. But I just thought it was just tradition. And God damn it, we need more tradition. You understand what I'm saying? We need more tradition. Sparko says, heard a medieval pejorative for a lawyer on words unraveled. Yes, I love that, by the way. Was going to use it on you, but I can't remember. It was something right. That is a wonderful, wonderful show. Thank you for that. It's wonderful. I loved it. I like when they were doing the etymology of curse words and the like. Very good. The British dude is very nice, people. All right, my friends. Have a great and a glorious night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's getting darker. You know, it's very sad. 7 o'clock. I look outside. Oh, it's getting dark. I like when it was up later. I like that. But then again, I kind of like maybe I'm into a little bit of the wearing a sweater, the coolness. I kind of like that. Call me wacky. Call me wacky, ladies and germs. All right, so make sure you subscribe to Lionel Nation. Lionel Nation, you got that? Subscribe. It's the damnedest thing. As soon as they do a live, numbers drop. It's the weirdest. I don't know how they're doing. Who's unsubscribing when I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what? Follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors, Lionel Nation, and also Lionel Legal. I got a piece up there about what Diddy's looking at and how come we've abandoned Epstein for Diddy. I think you know what that's about. All right, dear friends, have a great and a glorious night. God bless you. Don't ever change. I mean that sincerely. You are wonderful. You are the reason God made Oklahoma. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You are so beautiful to me. I think that would be a great song, don't you? All right, friends, have a great night. We're going to be watching a bunch of... Sparky's back. Sparky says, I just soiled myself. Just kidding. Glad you liked it. The hosts have chemistry. Wonder if their spouses think they're having too much fun. Yes. Well, The British fellows, I don't think she has to worry about it. You know what they remind me of, Sparky, is you ever see the math people? It's hilarious. Most people don't know that pi is 3.14, but this is a rational number. And all these people have teeth that I was like, what happened? I mean, bad malocclusions, bad dentition, xanthodontic, scary with these choppers. Some can eat chiclets through a tennis racket. In any event, that reminds me of that. Very, very British. And the math. They call it maths, not math. I'm good in math. They're into maths. Good news is also the UN is gone, right? UNGA? Gone? Oh, Tuesday. Oh, shit. Oh, God. It's the worst. The worst. This morning, all along, 50, like 5th, 6th, on our way to the west side, they had these feeding areas, these little parts for, I guess, cops to go. Inbreeding, maybe. Could be the Habsburg jaw, that whole thing. You know who's got it really bad is John Kerry has the Habsburg jaw. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Costco today. Wow. I get my stuff. Got my organic cinnamon from Vietnam. Only get Saigon, Vietnam cinnamon. That's the best. And make sure it says organic, nothing else. That's it. Just ground cinnamon. They've got some of the best stuff there you can imagine. Some of the best stuff there is. If you're into various things, read the labels, do some research. You know what I mean? They've got some of the best organic maple syrup for my oatmeal. I like that. I got my walnuts. I got all this stuff. Really crunch it up. It's beautiful. Beautiful. All right, friends. Everybody doing great? Good. Turmeric. Oh, we're going to go through that shit again. What's with turmeric? What happened? You take it and what happens? I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's good. I just like cinnamon's flavor. I'm going to get to that methylene blue, what that's about. How many of you think Bobby Kennedy is a sellout? I'm still trying to get over the Tylenol. But this man right here, this man right here. There's a whole other story. Want to see me in 2nd grade? Mrs. L found this one. Look at this. You can't see that, can you? That doesn't matter. This would be 1965. I don't know why I found that out. I do not have pictures of me. But I've got some ones that are... Mrs. L's got some damn good ones around here. I'd show you hers, but I'd rather not. When we were youngins. You know what I mean? I know. All right, my friends. I love you. I honestly love you because you are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Oh, yeah. Didn't that sound great? Yeah. By the way, Costco. You ever see that food court? Yeah. Packed. All right, that's it. Have a great night. Don't ever change. Yeah, I'm going out. Yeah, thanks, Marco. That's me. We went to see my friend at our gas station. Great guy. He's from Ghana. And he always sounds like he's crying. And apparently Baba is apparently like holy man or good maker. Oh, Baba. It's like he's crying. What is it, Baba? Baba to me in Sicilian means stupid woman. Babbo, stupid man. And saw him and went by, we went to Costco, went by Acme. I get my certain things that I love. Gotta have this. Hamburger dill chips. Not dill pickles, not dill slices. No. Hamburger dill chips. Nothing else. Not the cornichon. No. Not the Vlasic. No. Not the kosher. No. Not the garlic. No. Hamburger dill chips. There's a style. There's a flavor. Gotta have those. Kalamata olives, pitted, love them. Costco's got, you can buy these things by just. One time did I drop both jars or just one? I dropped two. I had 2 jars of Kalamata, big Kalamata in this basket. But in the front, basket, in the front they have these holes where I guess you can put a kid, these like leg. Oh, I didn't know that. So these 2 jars rolled out and exploded. Kalamata olives everywhere. And I'm standing there like, huh? Mrs. Yellow says, move. So I just kind of got out and just, it sounded like an explosion. Do you ever see these poor women wearing the hair net and they're handing us like, what the hell is this? I don't even know what it is. It comes here to constipation. Constipation. What is it? What is this? What am I? Isn't there a box? What are you handing me? What am I taking? They have these little surprise things. Bless their hearts. Sometimes pita chip. 1? You're giving me 1 and broken? Come on, man. How about the poor dudes trying to sell you AT&T phones? Hey, can we talk about AT&T? I'm coming to Costco. I don't want a phone. What's the matter with you? It's very sad. Then, we also saw today a lot of dolls. And where did we walk in? Oh, Stu Leonard. Stu Leonard, STEW, out of Connecticut. When we walked in, it was this smell of apple cider donuts and cakes. And oh my. Whoa. Apple cider donuts. Stay away from. Doesn't that sound great? You just look at them like, oh yeah. Certain donuts do it. They had glazed donuts by Krispy Kreme, big boxes at Costco. Okay. Jelly donuts. Okay. Powdered donuts. Crullers. Apple cider. Dipped in cinnamon and sugar and... Oh, come on. Come on, man. Come on. That's it. That's it. I don't want to get near that. That's heroin. That's heroin. And you know how sometimes you want to, certain foods you want to take a little nibble of? This you want to shove in your mouth, the whole thing, just shove it in there. Just so, sometimes also when the powdered sugar in the old days, it would start to cake your mouth shut. It would start to become gelatinized or concretized. I don't eat that stuff anymore, but it's damn good. Oh, yeah, baby. Donuts? Donut holes? Come on. It's not a donut, it's a donut hole. I can eat these. How many do I have? It's not a donut. It's virtually a donut. Have a bag full of those things? Oh, please. Wouldn't it be great to just eat so much, just when you figure just how much, what could you set a record in terms of eating? What could you eat more of than anybody else? Where you would be Jesse Owens Olympian. In my day, White Castle. There's no end. My body doesn't recognize it. It's like air. Air. Could eat that forever. Meat? Oh, please. Please. By the pound. Never filled me up. Dumplings. Pasta. Ooh, pasta's good. I was thinking today, pasta versus spaghetti versus like farfalle and orecchiette and penne, and depending upon what kind it is, all different stuff. My bologna has a first name. It's Lionel. Thank you. Marco likes Chinese food. Marco Polo, do the thing. Remember when Chinese food was a real exotic? Chungking. Remember that? We had like one, I don't know about you, but we had like one Chinese restaurant in town. One. Wow. Lo mein. Yeah, lo mein is good. We like vegetable lo mein. Very good. And also, Egg rolls, very come on. And Chinese, let me tell you something. There was a place called West Side Chef, 57th Street, they closed. They had Peking duck. Oh, yeah. The way they would, their chicken was chopped up and little ribs. How about those little ribs like char siu, those little char siu, you know those little ribs, those little, they're like red, they glow, oh my God. Oh, please. They know what they're doing. You know what else is good too? You know what's good? Ready for this? Oxtails. Oh, rabo. I gotta stop. All right, my friends. P.F. Chang's is the best. Are you? Did you actually say that? Our good friend Soul says, read up on the diet of Henry VIII. I will. In fact, years ago, I did also the diet of John Ringling from the Ringling Museum. He's in Sarasota, and he lived on Sarasota Bay, and they have the Kadzan, which is his mansion, and what he ate every day. He would get up at like 4 p.m, have oysters, and just cannot believe what this man ate. It's incredible. All right, dear friends, have a great and a glorious day. Thai tom yum soup with shrimp. You're just making that up. When I saw that Tom Yum, sounds like that Tommy Lahren. Have you seen Tommy Lahren? She had a head transplant. Who is this? Who is this? Tommy Lahren and also Monica Crowley? I don't recognize these people. What happened to them? Who are you? Is that one of the CIA masks? I don't recognize. Seriously, you know how you say, well, somebody's had some work. This looks like a head transplant. I've never seen anything like it in my life. But you know what? I don't care. Because we're keeping it real. All right, my friends. Have a great and a glorious day. Happy Friday to you. Until we meet. Remember these final words, my friend. The monkey's dead. Show's over. Sue ya. Dad.